Hey there everyone, it's Retro Martin and we're going to be doing an unboxing video this time for the second half, or third half, I'm not really sure, of the Toaplan Shooter reissues. Now, this was basically supposed to contain Slapfight, Grind Stormer and Twin Hawk, but annoyingly some legal issues meant that Twin Hawk was unable to be included, which I'm severely disappointed about because that was the one game I did want. However, what we do have is Slapfight and Grind Stormer. Comes in a lovely little box, as you can see here with the names on the side. Volume 2, there you go, that would have given it away, wouldn't it? So we're going to open this up and see what the contents are like. Now, are we going to open it up in a stupid fashion, or are we actually going to open it properly without any issues at all? No, we are actually going to get somewhere with it first time. So let's get all this plastic off, because no game should just be for a display piece, of course. So just going to move that to one side. So we have here 3 inserts, so we're just going to take those off. And this box here we're just going to put to one side for now. So I'm going to start off with the first one. I just stack them off over here. So our first one is Slapfight, which looks lovely. What I'll do is I can get a little less glare on it. So looks lovely. It's got like a red cartridge, so we're just going to open this one up, take a look at it. Little incision there rather than anything else. So I'm sure this will be quite similar to the previous ones that have been reissued by Retro Bit. Let's move that to one side. So there we go, one box, which is a slip cover. So I'm now going to try and fail abysmally to push this out. There we go. So we've got the same box there, with some pictures on the back or whatnot. So we can open it up. Inside we've got the goods. So we've got a nice colour manual, which is really nice. And then the actual cartridge itself, which, as I said, was a nice little red. Wonder if it's got anything on the back. Yes, it does. It's got a picture actually on the cartridge itself, which is hard to see. The actual picture, and then there's like a little inscription-y thing on the motherboard there, which is something that they've done in the past, so I knew to look for that if the manual wants to stay in. And also it does have a reversible cover, however the reverse side of it is exactly the same as the main side, so we won't worry too much about showing that off, because that'll just be fiddly. So if I put that to one side now, and we'll move on to Grind Stormer, which has a very nice cover. Again, exactly same on the back, so we'll just make a nice little incision. And then we'll tear the rest of the way. I'll rip the picture there, but there we go. It's plastic anyway, it's probably going to end up in the bin. So again, another little slipcase, open it up and we've got the exact same thing with the box. Exact same layout there on the back with 9 pictures. Open it up. Again, looks to be another colour manual, which is nice. Set that back in. And the cartridge here is like a see-through grey, which is really, really quite cool. Again, it's got a little inscription-y bit on the back, and you've got the picture there as well, which is very, very cool. In terms of reversible cover, exactly the same, except with the Japanese name on it this time. And I think with Slapfight, it was very much a case of it was called the same thing in Japan. So the reversible cover was probably exactly the same. Let me just double check that. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So there isn't much point in reversing that one. So there's the 2 main games. They'll look very nice next to my copies of Soul Feast and other things. So then finally we have this massive box thing here. which I don't actually know what this is because I ordered this so long ago. And then when I got it, I was unable to actually use it because I had everything in storage due to the house move. So again, another slight incision, and then we'll tear the rest of the way. Okay, so we've got another little slip cover here with both games listed on it. Must have taken ages to sort all the artwork out after Twin Hawk was cancelled. And we're met with a nice little box to open. So we'll open that up. And inside we've got goodies, lots and lots of goodies. So if I just pour all those out. Okay, so we've got some patches, Grind Stormer and Slap Fight, which is really, really quite cool. We've got what appears to be an LED thing. So basically we've got a standee here, which looks like it's got an LED on it. So I might actually take that out in a bit on a separate video and show it off. Maybe some with a bit more light or less light. And then finally we've got this, which I think is going to be the certificates. So there's actually some stickers first and foremost, which is pretty cool. And then a little behind the game by Masahiro Yuge, which is very, very cool. So yes, I'm surprised with Grind Stormer, they've got the Japanese title VV on it. With Slap Fight, they don't have Alcom. Still, that's very, very cool. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing the actual contents itself. What I'll do is I'll probably whir up the LED and I'll do a separate video for that, and I'll show you how it looks. So having just put it all together, it looks like this is an LED clock, which is very, very cool. It does have some different settings on it. You can check the temperature. Obviously the time's incorrect. So display 1. So yeah, cool little surprise that I wasn't expecting. So it shows the calendar. So that'll be one of the buttons. Display mode. So when we get the temperature, there's an alarm clock. So it is literally just a full-blown clock. The display modes don't really change how it looks, just obviously the units of measurement or whatever. Still a very cool little inclusion. Let me just turn the lighting completely down in here so you can see it lit up a little bit more. So yeah, it's very very cool. Be fun to have that up when I've got the room sorted. So I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing. I'll probably show off a little bit of gameplay in a second as well for those of you that aren't familiar with either of the two games. And yeah, enjoy.
Wing. Beat up. Beat up.